Hello, doggy. Right. Right. Now I need to find out where it is. Where's the map? Will it? No. M is not map.
I have no interest in going there.
So we don't want to go that way. Oh! Books. How silly of me.
Poor Barnes should hire a cleaning lady. Oh, what a mess.
It's been ransacked. I assume. I think you're very slow, Watson. Oh no. Oh no, not again. You alright? Please tell me you're not reading what I think you're reading.
Good day, Barnes.
Hello, Dr. Watson. How are you? I didn't hear you enter.
Are you busy? Am I disturbing you?
Not at all. I was researching, but if you came to see me, it must be that you're looking for something specific. Perhaps I can help you?
A strange affair.
A very strange affair, bewildering even, has brought me to see you. An affair involving a Spanish cape and a one-eyed, one-armed man.
Most certainly. You will find the works dealing with naval history on one of the shelves somewhere.
Right. Goodbye.
Thank you. I'll go look.
Why are you reading that book, man? Don't you know what happened to Pike? Obviously hasn't watched the Let's Play. Really not surprising for a Victorian, I would say. Right, naval histories. We're looking for Horatio Nelson. What are the shelves, you say? Am I meant to be looking for a particular book and a particular pixel? Because that would be annoying. Huh. Excuse me. So, don't even know why I've got to go through this. It's Horatio Nelson. I know that. Or maybe it's something like there's going to be a space there, which is which makes a particular book conspicuous by its absence. I'm saying that as if it has actually been raided. It may have just been that he's been doing silly things reading this book. All right, continue looking around. Alright. Can I climb up? No. Oh, hello. The Great English Seaman Book. Horatio Nelson. Upon his return, he astounded many with his taste for raw meat and his sudden onslaught of salivation when, I quote his housekeeper, local college students or uniformed conscript passed in front of the windows of the living room. He died 2 years later due to a fatal fall. Horatio Nelson, 1st Viscount Nelson. Born in Burnham Thorpe, Norfolk, in 1758, we owe to Admiral Nelson some of the most beautiful pages of the Royal Navy's history. Charged with intercepting Bonaparte en route for Egypt, he conquered the French fleet in the Battle of the Nile in 1798. Not content to rest on his laurels, in 1799 he recaptured Naples from the revolutionaries and was made Duke of Bronte in 1800. The death of this unrivalled seaman, who had already given his body in the service of his country, he had one arm amputated and lost sight in one eye, was his crowning moment. He died triumphing over Admiral Villeneuve during the Battle of Trafalgar. Despite being inferior in terms of numbers, but through the grace of a courage and audacity without compare, they actually went into columns, which meant that they would be taking a lot of broadsides to the beginning and they'd be raked, which means they'd be receiving a lot of broadsides without the possibility of returning fire. A representative tale of Nelson occurred during the former battle when the flag captain warned them that the command was signaling retreat. Admiral Nelson, convinced that they were to be victorious, held the telescope to his blind eye and said, I see no signal. Yes. He turned a blind eye. Thus he continued to battle, coming out Victoria. Lucky for him, his joke. Right.
Ah, here's my book, The Great English Sailors. As it happens, I found this book and...
Excuse me, my dear Dr. Watson, but I am in need of tranquility.
Well, farewell, Barnes.
Tell me that there isn't a there isn't going to be a subplot connected to Cthulhu in this game. I know how it went in Sherlock Holmes: The Awakened, and it did not go well. So we've now got a map, so we can. Can we? Is this fast travel? It is. It's quite pointless. Let's go and talk to Holmes then, shall we? Can I close the door? Oh, it closed anyway. Right, so there you are, Holmes. I know who it is.
Now tell me, Watson, what progress have you made? Have you found the meaning of the mysterious signature?
Yes, it's an anagram. Horatio Nelson.
It's an anagram, Holmes. The letters in Arseno Lupin can be used to spell out Horatio Nelson.
That's a welcome confirmation. No doubt the target for the theft is somehow connected with the Battle of Trafalgar, won by Admiral Lord Nelson at the expense of the French. Nelson, who lost an eye and an arm in battle, has a statue high atop a column in Trafalgar Square. It says that the object of the theft is sitting at his master's feet. There's nothing to steal on this column. We have a map of London here somewhere. Let's see if we can find a site of interest near Trafalgar Square.
Trafalgar Square. It's the map. Where's the map? The map? Wasn't that what he said? It's the map. What am I doing?
Have you found the map of London, Watson?
I don't know what I'm looking for.
Oh, what a mess.
That's Holmes for you.
Treaty on Cornish, the Celtic language of the Cornish people. And here, medieval pottery. Holmes has an interesting taste in reading.
Didn't he normally try and limit his reading and knowledge base to stuff that would help him with his case, with the cases? Because I'm not entirely sure how they would help. I want to look at this.
The Reichenbach Falls. What an awful memory.
I thought so. Right. There's kind of a gazetteer of London.
Ha! I found it at last. The map of London.
Right.
So, according to you, what is there to steal in Trafalgar Square? Show me on the map, Watson.
Can I show you?
So, according to you, what is there to steal in Trafalgar Square? Show me on the map, Watson.
How do I do that? Do I get to... What items? Documents? No. Map. Map of London. So we've got... Where is Trafalgar Square? Is that centre? The British Museum. Where's Trafalgar Square? Aha! National Gallery painting.
The only location visible is the National Gallery of Painting, which faces the column.
Why not? Our man wants to steal a painting, but which one? Watson, shall we head out? Let's take a tour of the National Gallery. While you find Sir Handsome, I'll send a message to Lestrade to have him join us.
Hooray! How do I do that?
Find us Sir Handsome, Watson. We have no time to lose.
Okay. Why can't I move when you're talking? Obviously, respect for Holmes. I don't want to be kind of rushing about as he's talking. Don't like... it's not like we've got a time limit. Oh, Handsome. Oh, you're all right there. It's almost like you're waiting. It's almost like you know.
Ah, Lamb, good timing. Can you give myself and my friend Sherlock a lift?
With pleasure, Dr. Watson. The mistress, Miss Bromsby, gave me the day off. I'll wait for you.
Hooray! Right. Oh, I can now do that. Actually, I think I preferred it like this, actually.
So, Holmes, what are we doing?
Let's ask you, my friend.
Good afternoon, gentlemen, and welcome to the National Gallery of Painting. As it's such a lovely day outside, you're the only visitors at the moment, and likely will be for the whole day, as the minimum number of people for a guided tour is...
We're not here to visit the museum, young man. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my friend and colleague, Dr. Watson.
Sherlock Holmes? The famous detective?
Indeed.
Indeed, I have reason to believe that a theft is being planned that will take place here, perhaps as early as today.
A robbery?
I'm not certain, but there is a good reason to believe that is the case. We have contacted Inspector Lestrade at Scotland Yard, and he should be joining us momentarily. Meanwhile, rest assured that we are here in an official capacity. In the meantime, you can certainly help us. One of the paintings will play a part in the matter, but I don't yet know exactly which one. I do, however, have a few clues that should tell something to a specialist like yourself.
Ah, yes, of course. As it happens, I've only been working here for 3 days. Actually, I'm an apprentice, and my duties here are essentially administrative.
Right. So, one thing I was thinking, I noticed it here, is like in the opening, in the main menu screen, and Pike's probably already referenced this, Holmes is wearing a deerstalker, which he shouldn't, because he's in London. And he's wearing a hat here. He's wearing a top hat. Good man. Right, the ledger.
Then you must certainly have a ledger of the works that are shown in the museum, with a description of each painting.
Yes, Sir Pointer entrusted it to my care this morning, so I could familiarize myself with the collection, but I lost it. I know, I make a rather feeble archivist, but while I was doing a tour of the museum, the painting that Mr. Pointer is now dealing with arrived, along with cases full of canvases that he had to quickly inventory.
The case of the missing ledger. What do you make of it, Watson? Listen, Mr.
Palinor, sir.
Palinor, my friend and I will make our way through the museum in order to find the ledger. If you lost it while touring the museum and it wasn't back on the desk, then it must be in one of the galleries. Stay here and we will return to see you when we have found it, and not a word of it to the director.
Certainly, sir. With many thanks. I will continue to do my inventory and await you.
Okay, what about the director, though?
Pray tell, would I be correct in deducing that the elder of the two men that we can see up there is the director of the museum?
Yes, that is Sir Pointer. He could certainly assist you better than I, but at the moment he's terribly occupied and will be for some time.
But the location that you are proposing is unworthy of my work. All of my pieces are hymns to color and light. It's the very stars, the sun that you want to extinguish.
Please understand, dear sir, the entrance hall is reserved for temporary exhibitions. We are able to add more lighting.
In that case, you would have to provide lanterns across the whole length of the ceiling, and to use the most refined oil possible. Definitely not gas. And mirrors to reflect the light, along with some canvases in basic colors to bring out the contrasts.
We will do all that we possibly can.
Nevertheless, I insist that a number of my works must be on the main floor next to the large pieces.
But our rooms are already full and, as you know, each has its specific subject. Too much modernism?
How can there be too much modernism? Modernism doesn't exist. Only art exists. Art is timeless. Art is cosmic.
Well, sir, perhaps we should continue this conversation in my office.
So I assume that we're going to put one of his paintings where the painting in question is currently residing, and Arsene is kind of stuck in taking that one. Alright, blueprint.
Tell me, young man, would you happen to have a blueprint of the building in order to facilitate the task at hand?
Ah, yes, yes. Where did I put it? Oh, yes, here it is.
Alright, thank you.
Farewell, Palinor.
Right. Okay, there's nothing interesting here. At least, nothing of interest. Presumably the ledger will not be around here, but also paintings. Now this is very much a naval painting, but I don't think I can look at it.
Oh, what a mess.
Can't see that. Looks like a lighthouse there, they say, and it's a storm rather than a battle. Right. Terrible mess.
The painter who was conversing with the director has such character, to the point of taking some of it out on this poor plant.
Right. Okay.
I said I didn't want to be disturbed.
That's his office. Right.
The Spanish Painters Gallery.
Huh. Please don't look at me like that. I'm trying to figure this out.
The Adoration of the Name of Jesus, El Greco, 1541 to 1614. Spanish painter from Crete, belonging to the Mannerist school.
If he's from Crete, why is he Spanish? Right. So, nothing interesting there.
French Painters Gallery.
Something to do with a traitor, though, isn't it?
The Battle of Genappe by Horace Vernet, one of the victories of the French Revolution. Watson, come quickly.
What is it, Holmes? What have you found?
A painting by my great-uncle, Horace Vernet. I had forgotten that his work could be found here. It is certainly this ancestor to whom Lupin made reference in his letter. Such talent, don't you think?
Who? Lupin?
No, Vernet. Albeit Lupin also, but in a different field.
Quite different. But what is it? Oh, what is it?
Horace Vernet, the Battle of the Hanau, which took place in 1813, the beginning of the end for Napoleon despite this victory.
That could be one. Because, I mean, that was what the letter said, I think. Never knows in the blind community anyone. You treated like blind, it shows 'twas a one-eyed man who brought us down. It's true that we failed. Suffering makes you snide. We put in the wrong on the day we made history. We did meet. Yes, clearly. My own time. Oh, I bet you will take wing. This hero we did meet carries a French name. Okay. Okay, so I don't know. It may not have any reference to Nelson.
Closed.
There's a book.
There, it seems that we've found the famous ledger. It's written in shorthand, and there are hundreds of entries. Let's bring it to the archivist.
Assume we can't go looking around. English paintings. That's the Fighting Temerain, isn't it?
A canvas by William Turner, the painter of light.
No, it isn't. It's not the Fighting Temerain. What am I on about? Where is it? It might be. People. What's an? English paintings. Ooh!
A terrible naval battle scene by Ludolf Baskhuyzen.
Yeah, what you said. So this is Dutch, I assume. Isn't this Rembrandt?
Self-portrait at the age of 63 by Rembrandt, the year of his death. The painter affirmed, "I do not paint the man, I paint the passage."
Yes. Right. Flemish. Let's just go and give this back, I think. Yes. Well, I think it's probably one of the French paintings referring to the traitor.